What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. As we left off last time, we were just entering Yellowstone National Park. So in this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys a lot of views of Yellowstone National Parks, giving you guys a brief overview of our trip and all of the charging that we had to do in our Tesla Model 3. If you guys have not been subscribed, make sure you guys watch all the episodes where we start from Southern California, going all the way up to Washington, all the way into Montana, and now we are at Yellowstone. So go ahead and enjoy the views and enjoy the episode. So everything that you guys have seen so far has been everything that we did on day one, which was on the west side of the park, closest to the west entrance, which is where the Tesla Supercharger is. As you can see, a lot of the geothermal landmarks are on the west side of the park, such as Old Faithful, and throughout the park, you'll see a lot of bison as well. All right, so we stayed at a place called River Lodge last night in Idaho, which is like just outside the park, like 30 miles. And I was gonna try to charge on this one outlet just to top off the battery. We're at like 30%, but I think we're at like 40%, something like that. But that is actually not a grounded outlet and it won't charge. So we're gonna have to head back to that supercharger and charge up before we head to the park for day 2 of Yellowstone. We got to our hotel, power was out. There was a storm, knocked everything out, no power. So yeah, it's crazy. No power, no range, no food. We planned to originally heat up some food back at the hotel room. So that's why we had to come here to get food. And everything in Montana is like either closed or far apart. So we got here like to the subway right here. All right, we got here to the subway and then basically that's like another 11 miles out and another 11 miles back to our hotel. So there you guys see it, 21 miles of range. We're gonna have to travel about like 11 miles back to our hotel room, which is an island park, and then 30 miles back to the supercharger. So it's like 10, 40. So technically we'd be able to make it. It's just a little bit uncomfortable because we have like no range. Okay, here we are arriving at the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center because this is where the Tesla Supercharger is. Word of advice, if you are coming to Yellowstone National Park in a Tesla, you have to come to this supercharger. It's the only one around. It's actually perfectly located because it's right next to the entrance of the west side of the park. So yesterday we had to do a detour. We had to go buy food when we expected to eat at home, but the power went out. There was a storm, the power went out, and we had to drive an extra 20 miles round trip to get to the nearest restaurant with energy. It's clean, here we go. And we'll plug. So here we go, we're charging. It did precondition, so let me get that 150. 127, 127. Let's go. Give me that 150. All right, it doesn't look like it's happening. Today, I believe we're going to the east side of Yellowstone, so that's quite a drive. We're gonna drive all the way up here, and then tonight we're staying at a different hotel in Gardner, which is over here. Drive in, drive out. There are no superchargers here, so I'm gonna try to find a level 2 charger and charge up to 100% before we head off the next day. So we're gonna stay here overnight. We're gonna try to come all the way down through Grand Teton, which is a completely different national park. That's this one right here. And then after we finish there, we're gonna hit this supercharger, charge up, and then off to Salt Lake City tomorrow. So that's gonna be a lot of traveling tomorrow. But I think we're gonna be able to do it. It'll be a lot easier if we have that level 2 supercharger in Gardner, which is up here at the hotel that we're staying at. Hopefully we'll be able to find a level 2 plug somewhere nearby, plug in overnight and get that charge. So we explored Yellowstone today and we made it to the city of Gardner. So this is Yellowstone Forever Institute, and they actually have 2 J1772 chargers, and you have to use your Tesla adapter to charge here. If you don't have a Tesla, you're good to go. So you just go ahead and plug it in and you're all set. So these things are free, even though there's a pin pad. All I had to do was just plug it in and it worked. So you'll be able to find it on PlugShare. and be able to charge up if you need juice. I'm charging up just as a precaution. We have plenty of range because we decided not to go to Lamar Valley, which is like really far out. It's like really far out. So we decided not to go to that because it was too late to see wild animals anyway. So we just came here, got some food. Highly recommend that pizza place that's like on the same block as where the charger is. So go get some pizza while you charge up, come back, and we should have like nearly 90% battery, and that should take us all the way down through Yellowstone into Grand Teton, out of Grand Teton, and then hit our next supercharger stop, which is in Jackson, Wyoming. So yeah, so that's going to be our day tomorrow. We're probably just going to take it easy today. We're going to go back to the hotel room, edit some videos, all that stuff, take a nap. So it's been a tiring trip, but charging has not been an issue. So the two main chargers that you definitely want to utilize is probably this one, as well as the one, the supercharger in West Yellowstone. All right, see you guys.
The city of Gardner is a cool little town. Make sure you guys stop by Roosevelt Arch, which is this structure right here, and make sure you guys take a picture next to the Yellowstone National Park sign.
arrived with 29%. Our next stop is Salt Lake City. Gonna go ahead and plug in. So this is weird. This is Jackson Supercharger. Right here, there's a sign that says flex parking, Tesla and non-Tesla. And this truck right here is actually taking advantage of that. So super weird. We're in this Whole Foods right here. But I guess the good thing is no one's gonna be able to share my charge rate with me. But like, come on, bro. There's like so many parking spots over there. All right, so we have to leave that parking spot next to that obnoxious truck. And we are now pulling 150 because we were actually pulling 67. So a tip to you guys, if you guys are at a charger and you're all alone and it's only pulling like 67 or half the amount of kilowatts that it's supposed to pull, just go ahead and jump over to a different supercharging spot because that one might have issues. So we jumped over and basically cut our time in half for the amount of time we needed to charge. So that's a tip. All right, here we go. We are at 82%. Good thing we jumped over this supercharger. Everything is much quicker here. We're good to go. My wife's actually doing some shopping at this Whole Foods that's located in the same parking lot. Looks like a lot of like turns and back roads and all this stuff. So we're gonna get to our next destination with 14%. So we just pulled into our hotel in Salt Lake City after a whole day of driving from Yellowstone, Wyoming, all the way down to Salt Lake City. So it was like a 4-hour drive, pretty intense drive. So we arrived here with 23%, plenty of range. So we were gonna be using the Tesla supercharging network for pretty much all of our charging. So the thing is, we're staying at the hotel here, and since we're only at 23%, we would have to stop at the supercharger on our way west. Don't really wanna do that because everybody who owns an electric car knows it sucks to like start your trip, you get going, and then you have to stop right away. So what we are going to do is the hotel's actually got some level 2 chargers, charge point. So I'm gonna activate those in a bit and charge. Basically my thought is that we can skip these 2 superchargers by coming over to this one, which is like 170 miles away. So even if we push it like super hard, shouldn't be an issue. And bonus, this is a 250 kilowatt max charger. So we're gonna charge here overnight, get 100%, push it all the way over here, have like plenty of range left because we're gonna charge up to like at least 100% or most likely 100%. might as well, and get over there with comfortable range. So let's go ahead and activate this charge point charger. Come over here. So they actually have 2 of them. So they have 4 plugs, but as you guys can see, this V-dub is blocking one, and that Nissan is blocking another one. That's kind of messed up. All right, so I just activated the charge point charger, which is super easy. I have the Apple Pay card on my phone. All I need to do is unplug. Wait, I forgot my adapter. This is what sucks about a Tesla, because it is not a universal plug. It's like you have a lightning cable, right? Because you're an iPhone and everybody else is USB-C. You gotta have an adapter. So here it is. Put the adapter in. Unplug here. What's going on here? It's all tangled. Someone didn't put this back right. It's all tangled up. But as you can see, this is nice because it you can actually pull on this, and it's actually quite long. Unlike a supercharger where it's like super stagnant and you can't go far at all, this thing, you could probably be able to charge it even if you parked in a further spot. So there it is. We are charging. Let's see what the car says. We are charging at 3 kilowatts. Okay, there we go. It should be around 6 kilowatts. If it doesn't ramp up to 6, I might try the other head. Oh, there it goes. 5, 6. Bam, right there. So just because you can use the superchargers doesn't mean you should always use them every single time, every opportunity that you get. One, they're more expensive than like this one. This one's at 15 cents per kilowatt hour. And at the superchargers, it's about 28 cents per kilowatt hour. And this is charging while I sleep, whereas the supercharger will require me to stop, wait in the car for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then move on to the next charger. So whenever you can, look for level 2 chargers, use the PlugShare app, and try to get charging done overnight if you can. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna say goodnight from Salt Lake City. Peace.